and Spanish, Spain, French, Spain, France. Welcome, welcome. I don't know what happened to India and the Philippines. Y'all just left me. Maybe because I haven't been putting out a lot of content. I want to get back my Philippines. Y'all was going strong. India, Indonesia, what happened to you? Miss y'all. So welcome, France. Ireland, yeah, Ireland. That's my ancestry. I got ancestry from Ireland. France, Ireland, and Spain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a continuation, depending on what order you listen to this. But I was speaking about the debt note, the dollar. Some things I want to correct, and some other things I want to share with you. Oh, this is TAIFA World Enterprise. They call me old school. Coming to you from Turtle Island, also called America. I talked about coins, the value that coins have because they're earth metals. Now, nobody's saying you're going to walk around with a pocket full of coins to buy things with. That don't make sense. So the way you deal on the private side is you write checks. You write checks. You know, we used to all have checks. They stopped that back in, I think, as they say, the 70s. Writing checks. You can still do it, but it's not as common as it was then. Because you can take that check and put a restrictive endorsement on it and let the Treasury pay it. See, the Treasury, the only one can pay any bills because they're the only one who can mint gold and silver by law. You see? Don't you see them up there selling gold and silver from the mint? Yeah. They still minting gold and silver. They're just keeping it on the private side. So that's why they said discharge it to the Treasury, because the Treasury can mint gold and silver. And they'll pay you double. Dollar for dollar, let's put it like that. They're not paying you anything. Remember, a debt note can't pay nothing? They reimburse you dollar for dollar. But you got to have your restrictive endorsement on it. Now, I'm being very general because if you're keeping up with my videos, you know what I'm speaking of. I'm not repeating myself. I'm always going forward. So those who are keeping up from the beginning, 6 months ago, they're getting a very good free education. It's free if you are dedicated to the knowledge. Okay, something else I want to talk about. To prove to you that that debt note has a public and a private side, you ever see people when they make a bet or something, they split it in half? If you look on each side of that bill, that note, they're not mirror images, they're different. One side has the Federal Reserve note, that's the left side. It has a Federal Reserve seal signed by the Treasury. And the other side has the Great Seal, or the United States of America seal, signed by the Secretary of the Treasury. Yeah, the Treasury Department. Yeah, I'm chuckling because the Treasury Department is not a person. Person signs, but the person is really the Secretary of Treasury. That's the private side. And on a $20 bill, it has a little gold. Uh, there's little gold images. I think they have it on 100, 10, and 5 as well. There's a little gold on that side. The guy side, it got a little gold. And I won't say it's real gold because gold is a solid, so I don't know how they can make it real. It's just a smudge of gold. Let's say it like that. It looks like gold lettering. Yeah, it might be gold lettering. Who knows? But that's private. That's the private side. And it has the United States of America. The Department of Treasury, the Federal Reserve is the public side. You see? You get it? So that's why they say legal tender for debts, public and private. And what is legal tender? It means the law says you got to accept this to extinguish a debt, which most people say a payment, but it's not payment. You are not. Boy, this legal stuff is something, ain't it? This legalese. The obligation has been extinguished. Let's say you're going to get some food. You can't buy the food. You can't pay for it because you're not using gold and silver. But having a paper says legal tender means that the law says you have to accept this to relieve my obligation to pay you. I'm going to give you a pay you later note, and you got to accept it. You see? Pay you later. I like that. Pay you later note. And the way you're going to pay later is they're going to attack you wherever they can. They're going to attack you. Well, let's shorten the word to tax. Instead of attack, let's just say they're going to tax you at every opportunity. Now, when you're on the private side, you know how to avoid taxation, which is legal. Somebody in the news was saying, "Oh, this man don't pay taxes." If he's avoiding taxation, that make him a lawful person. The criminals evade taxation. That's illegal. You can't evade, but if you can avoid it, the law is on your side. You're smart. Why? Because who want to be attacked? Who's going to let somebody attack you? Man, that's crazy. Come and attack me. No, I'm going to avoid being attacked at every opportunity. I'm going to avoid being attacked. No, I'm not somebody you should just come and rape. No, that's all an attack is. We're going to rape you. Spiritually, physically, in some way or form. We're going to take from you. We're going to rob you. So I'm making sense of these terms. I'm putting in everyday terms. And I got this prop uniform commercial code because this is what everybody's using around the world as a Bible to how to deal with these contracts you make with these IOUs. In other words, public people do not use gold and silver, so they can't pay for anything. So they get this piece of paper and they have something back in it called securities, which is your signatures of security. So every time you sign something, it becomes valuable. It becomes a credit. So if you're born in America, you got a lot of credit. It's more than what you can get on that card these credit people give you. You got millions of dollars on your credit, which is your birth certificates, social security number, all these contracts you made. So the Uniform Commercial Code is the law book, the code book of how to deal with these contracts of securities. So if you want to stick with me, I'm learning and I'm going to show you, those who want to be in this class, how to be your own banker. That's why you have banks, because you don't know how to be your own banker. You don't know how to operate commerce on the private side. So they have a uniform commercial code, really for the bankers to use to keep all your assets for themselves. So once you learn how to use it, you can start taking back your prosperity. That's why you're poor, because the bankers are rich. Corporations are rich. And the people who are the only wealth, the people are the only wealth. They come from the ground, from the earth. You sign the contracts, your signatures get everything started. You got millions of dollars in credit on a credit account in the DTC and the DTCC. So everybody's living off of you. But you're poor, you're on the streets. And you got millions of dollars trading on Wall Street. Yes, I'm saying it again. Everybody got millions of dollars trading on Wall Street in securities, but you don't know how to get to it because you don't know how to take care of your affairs. So the banks come in and say, "Oh, we'll take care of your affairs." That's why you got beautiful bank buildings all over. These people are rich. They live in a life because they're using your money. Yes, you have the real money. You are the money, meaning you are the gold and silver. All right, well, that's what I want to share with you for now. And this is a topic I've done some research on, so I know a little bit about it. So that's what I talk about, what I know about. So if you want to grow along with me, you're welcome. And I can show you the resources. I can get into it only if you're interested. Peace.